should have been a clue that anyone that inspires that level of crazy probably shouldn't have gotten out of the dating phase.
When they was busy fucking partying with the Martins, then they switched over from the Martins to Mark Anthony and Jennifer Lopez, and then the fucking kiss happened on Hawthorne, her show got canceled, Mark and Jennifer broke up, all of this shit was going on, like all of these motherfuckers be doing all of this wild shit. They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers. And
I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old fucking niggas and fucking young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house. So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking shit about Boosie. Maybe you suspicious of him because of the shit that's happening in your house. Fuck out of here. These niggas be talking greasy on all kinds of shit.
Gabrielle Union is said to be extremely upset, and people close to her claim her marriage to Dwyane Wade may be close to falling apart after what happened during their anniversary celebration. What should have been a happy moment marking 12 years since their engagement reportedly turned into a painful experience. According to insiders, Gabrielle allegedly discovered that Dwyane had been unfaithful, and the situation hit her harder than ever before. Those familiar with the matter say this was not an isolated mistake or a one-time lapse in judgment. Instead, it reopened old rumors that had followed Dwyane for years. In the past, Gabrielle publicly dismissed those stories and privately worked to protect her family. This time, however, many believe she has reached her limit. The emotional weight has reportedly become too heavy to carry alone. Sources suggest Gabrielle is no longer focused on maintaining a perfect image for the public. Quiet conversations about separation are said to be happening behind closed doors. If things continue in this direction, she may finally choose to speak openly about her experiences. If that happens, it could seriously damage Dwyane's reputation, especially given how long she stood by him. What shocked many people most was the timing. Cheating during a celebration tied to their engagement is seen as deeply disrespectful. Meanwhile, Dwyane's social media tells a very different story. He has shared affectionate photos that make everything appear calm and loving. Those close to Gabrielle say she is not fooled by these posts. One insider revealed that the couple hosted a small, private gathering for the anniversary. As often happens at celebrity events, the night reportedly took an unexpected turn. The source claimed dancers were present, including a trans woman. With past stories already circulating, this incident appears to have pushed Gabrielle to a breaking point, leaving their future uncertain.
Guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughter. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front till they went to the back and there was a bunch of old fucking niggas and fucking young boys back there, all ass naked in the Wade house. So I find it funny that Gabrielle's sitting there talking shit about Boosie.
It is not shocking to hear that their anniversary celebration turned into that kind of event. Many people already expected the night to be wild. However, things reportedly took a serious turn when Dwyane Wade allegedly left the party with a trans exotic dancer. According to the source, this moment changed everything and pushed the situation beyond repair. The insider claimed Gabrielle Union walked in and caught him in a very compromising position. When that happened, she reportedly lost her temper and confronted him immediately. After that blow-up, the party quickly fell apart. Guests began leaving, and the mood shifted completely. From the outside, it looked like the end of the night might also signal the end of their marriage. Rumors about Dwyane being unfaithful have followed him for years. There have also been constant whispers about secret relationships that Gabrielle repeatedly shut down in public. This time, though, sources say she is done making excuses or protecting his image. People close to her believe she will no longer stand in front of the cameras defending him. In the past, someone claiming to have been involved with Dwyane came forward and shared personal details, saying he was not serious about commitment and lived a very different life behind closed doors. That person also suggested the couple worked hard to present a perfect image, especially when gossip started spreading. Public appearances often followed rumors, making everything look polished and strong. Despite all of this, Gabrielle stayed loyal for years. She stood firmly by his side and denied claims that he was living a secret life. Some fans now question why she stayed so long. Others believe she loved him deeply and hoped things would change. More doubts surfaced after Gabrielle revealed in an interview that they split expenses evenly. That admission caused many people to rethink their relationship, wondering if it was truly as balanced and loving as it appeared.
It's weird to say I'm head of household because in this household, we split everything 50-50. But in the other households that each of us have to support, it puts this, there's always this like gorilla on your back that it is like, you better work, you better work, bitch, you better work. You know, you gonna sleep in?
This situation left many fans feeling uncomfortable, especially when they compared their earnings. Dwyane Wade's wealth is estimated at around $170 million, while Gabrielle Union's net worth is closer to $40 million. That huge gap made people question why they would still split bills evenly. To many it seemed unfair, since he clearly earns much more and could easily cover a larger share. Things became even more surprising after Dwyane shared more details in an interview. He explained that the 50-50 arrangement was actually Gabrielle's decision. According to him, she pushed for equal responsibility after a heated argument where something he said made her feel unsafe. From that moment, she chose to stand firm and protect her independence.
We decided together, because I think I said one time when we was in Miami, I said something about it being my house that I paid for. My wife looked at me, she was like, you will never say that to me again when it's something that we share. And so my wife was like, that when we moved to LA, I got half on it. You will never say my house again. Wow.
At this point, many people feel like Gabrielle was being used to keep up appearances. You would think that, at the very least, Dwyane would try to act like a provider or make sure expenses were divided in a way that actually felt fair. Because of that, it is easy to understand why Gabrielle might be completely exhausted and ready to walk away. But the story does not stop there. Back in 2023, a popular gossip page claimed Dwyane was getting far too close to someone who was not his wife. The post described him spending hours speaking in a very personal way with another person while Gabrielle was nowhere in sight. Around the same time, Gabrielle shared messages online that hinted at growth, honesty, and the need for truth. Many fans felt those words were not random. Later, Gabrielle posted a photo of her daughter with a caption saying she would do anything to protect her peace. That message stood out. People also noticed that Dwyane often shared pictures with the children but rarely appeared alongside Gabrielle. Meanwhile, Gabrielle mostly posted content featuring herself and her daughter, leaving out the rest of the family. That shift made followers wonder what was really happening behind closed doors. One insider suggested that if the couple ever separated, they would handle it quietly. The source compared them to celebrities who live separate lives, while keeping a united image for the public. Just when it seemed like the situation could not become more complicated, another claim surfaced. The person Dwyane was seen with was reportedly not a woman but a male cross-dresser. According to insiders, Gabrielle already knew about this relationship. By that point, she was tired of pretending everything was fine and no longer wanted to ignore what was happening. She reportedly stopped wearing her wedding ring, and those close to her confirmed a separation. For a while it looked permanent. Eventually, Dwyane convinced her to return, and they tried counseling. Things appear calm for a short time, but new conversations started when fans questioned whether he was suppressing his true self while fully supporting his transgender daughter, Zaya.
Zaya, early on, she was the one who sat down with us as a family and said, hey, I don't think I'm gay, right? I identify myself as a young lady, but she's known that for 9 years.
She's known since she was 3.
She's known since she was 3 years old. This is her life.
And while he receives praise for his support, many fans still feel uneasy. Some wonder if he is pushing his child too hard while trying to live through her choices. He has admitted cross-dressing before, which fuels questions about whether he has been hiding deeper feelings for years now publicly.
3 years old, but like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other,
right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, you know, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear, whatever my sisters did, I try to do those things. So at first I said to myself, oh no, I did that. So I ain't just doing the things that I did. And then it kept going further and further. And then me and my wife had to look at each other and say, well, what if?
Dwyane's ex-wife, Siobhan, once hinted at deeper issues when she accused him of trying to profit from their child, Zaya. She claimed he was positioning himself to benefit financially from changes to the child's name and gender through brand deals and media opportunities. Siobhan said she worried that pressure was being placed on their child to move forward quickly because companies were offering money and exposure. Those comments raised serious questions at the time and never fully went away. Still, many believe Dwyane kept a lot hidden and tried to focus on fixing his marriage with Gabrielle Union. For a while, it seemed like they were pushing through the problems privately. Then the anniversary incident happened, and everything reportedly fell apart. According to people close to Gabrielle, that moment changed how she saw the relationship. She was no longer willing to ignore red flags or explain his behavior to protect the image of their marriage. Sources now say Gabrielle is serious about ending things and plans to make it official after the holidays. Years of rumors, cheating talk, and private drama reportedly reached a breaking point that night. She is said to be done pretending everything is fine and done standing in front of problems that are not hers to fix. No matter how many loving photos Dwyane shares online, insiders say Gabrielle is not convinced. She is focused on herself, her peace, and moving forward. If she decides to speak publicly, many believe the impact would be massive and impossible to ignore.